Black person. I'm not omitting other races, but our culture was shown in such a way to where we exuded love, and love was something that was transmitted through the airways. And nowadays, you don't even see that. You don't even see that transmitting in the airways. Now we have a different form of love being displayed on television and music videos, and I'm not sure it's very loving. And then that actually, transfers into your regular everyday life, to where I have to talk to my daughter constantly about what love is. And thank God, even though her father and I didn't make it, she has an amazing father that gives her the good example of what a good man is, because that's what a lot of sisters are missing nowadays as well. And while they're making poor choices as these grown women.
Yeah, me too. I did it too, and I had to learn the hard way.
Case in point, I'm not trying to be God. Some of these women, when you're having sex, you're calling this man daddy. Some men don't even like you calling them daddy, okay? Now, that's
true.
syndrome. You have some women that are actually looking for a father through their man and being mistreated because they didn't have the right man, which is the father, that was teaching them what love really was when they were younger. So then women grow up.
I'm with you.
You see what I'm coming from.
I did the same thing. In my earlier dating years, I did the same thing, and that's the reason why I am so strong now and so adamant about what I believe in and about what I will accept and what I will not accept. That's why I'm so hard-nosed about that right now, because I learned the hard way. I mean, I can't even tell you. Girl, I think I cried so many tears in my past over men and broken hearts, and that I could probably fill up, 5, 10-gallon jugs, and you just get tired after a while. And for me, I'm a learner. I'm a lifetime learner. I will never stop learning and growing as long as I have the ability to see, read, and think. I want to learn something. I'm always challenging myself and creating something new, because there is no excuse for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I hear you. I know all of that. So then, but my bottom line is, okay, cool. What am I going to go out here in this world and do differently? And that's what I think I differ from a lot of people. I will hear things that are going a certain way, and I will work on myself to try to avoid this pattern. It's not to say that I'm perfect. I'm not. Far from it. But I work on myself. And a lot of people have given up. They don't work on themselves. They're just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just, like you said, it's just going to be their new normal. And that's not good enough for me.
So tonight
I create my normal.
I love you for doing that, and I love you for being so transparent with who you are. I think that's why I can consider you not only a guest on my show, but a sister and a friend. And I really do appreciate you for your jewels of knowledge, because you're such a knowledgeable woman, and I appreciate that. Stella,
I
want to
appreciate
thank you for being on my show tonight, and I want you to remind those of those that are listening tonight, where can they find this beautiful book of yours?
Yes, I can tell them.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is available online. It is available on Amazon.com. It's available on BarnesandNoble.com. You can even download it to your Kindle. It is available on Kindle now. So you can get the Kindle copy for $9.99, and then online the actual paperback, because there are still a lot of old school people who really like a book in their hand. That's $15.
Me too.
And when I do my book signings, like, around the city, I charge $10 for the book when I do those. But this, for my event tomorrow, is $25, because it's an all-inclusive event with food and beverages and, the flight experience, samples, and you're going to get a lot of, gifts in your gift bag. And then they can follow me on social media at Life in Question Book. That's Facebook and Instagram. And Twitter is at Life in Q Book. That's QUE Book. It's shortened a little bit. And that is pretty much it. You can pretty much find everything else about me.
Tomorrow, what time? Giving them the time and the address of where you're going to be tomorrow.
Well, I'll be at 875 ML King Junior Drive. It is actually a Black-owned Chick-fil-A. Well, a Black franchised Chick-fil-A. And they have a really nice private community room in the back. And the event's going to be there from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. But I have pretty much tapped out with my selling tickets or whatever. Just whatever happens tonight, I'm going to close it off because,
Yeah, you
got
to have
a fit in that room.
You got to woo-saw a little bit, Mama. You got to woo-saw just so,
I get the food, so I hate you're going to
You remember there was an episode on A Different World when Whitley said, relax, relate, release? That's what I need you to do tonight. Relax, relate,
but
and
you
release.
know I'm not going to.
I know. I know you're not. But I'm praying
as soon as I get off this phone, I'm going back in my bags and make sure I got everything one more time, as if I haven't already done it 10 times.
Hey, you know what? That's just a Virgo trait. That's a Virgo trait. We are just overly meticulous for nobody. I don't like saying that. I tried it. I used to use that word all the time.
You're setting yourself up.
I did. Because I can admit to those that I'm an asshole sometimes, but I'm a good asshole. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but there are assholes in this life. I can admit I can be one, but I'm a good one. So,
absolutely.
With that said,
thank you so much.
My pleasure for having you. And you know that you're going to have to come back. And you know that we're supposed to be doing something in the fall, and that's something I'm so excited about. Once I'm, done healing, and we get this chopping, you're going to be a reoccurring guest on my show where we're going to have pillow talk and we're going to have talk, and we're just going to chop it up. So I'm looking forward to that. So, ladies and gents, you heard it tonight. Stella Nova, author of Life in Question. Go check her out tomorrow. She's going to be in ATL at a Chick-fil-A, Black businesses. You got to support them and support my sister here. Follow her on Instagram. And Miss Stella Nova, it was such a pleasure to have you. I love you, and we shall.
Much, baby love. I love you.
We shall continue this conversation on the next day and time,
All right. Well, I will see you guys. Peace.
Peace and blessings, sister.
All right, baby. Bye.
Taking us out of here is the R&B rock star with Chicken Kirby. Some brothers like it like that. This is Ty Jones, the voice. Come back. Check me out. ATM, Grace. Durham, Bull City, stand up. He'll be in the studio, 8 o'clock your time. Ty Jones, the voice.
I have this fascination, more like an obsession. Not gonna lie, been trying to control it, but it hasn't been easy. And damn, I tried, may sound superficial.